All right, all right. Come on, welcome into the Loan Officer Breakfast Club. We are so glad to have everybody this morning. You're logging in. I love this. Just remember this: consistency always beats intensity, and it's not about doing one thing. Today, it's about doing the right small things over time until results show up. You're not just showing up for today, it's to build your future. And welcome to the Loan Officer Breakfast Club. Hey, as you guys are jumping in, why don't you just drop in the chat where you coming in from. Glad to have you this morning. Maybe what's the weather? I don't know about you, but as it has been amazing in the 70s, 65, 70 in the evenings. And so just great to have everybody in this morning. And so, hey, let me ask you this. You know, I was thinking about this today, Krista, and we got a special guest with us. Sue Meitner's in the house.
Whoop,
What's
whoop.
up? And so, hey, I was thinking about this just even this morning, earlier this morning. I was wanting to know, everybody, what's one word to describe how you're feeling heading into this week? Isn't that a good question? What's
It's a
one
great
word
question.
that one word to describe how you're feeling heading into this week? I love it. You've already got some coming in: grateful, relieved, stressed, blessed. Come on, optimistic, thankful, excited, strong. What? Let's go. Powerful. Come on. And so, love that. And hey, and let me have you do this as well. If you've had a win, like if you got a win you want to share, first, I don't know, probably 3 to 5 minutes. We want to just get everybody in, but would love to hear somebody drop in, not only in the chat, but raise your digital hand. If you got a win, let's celebrate a win, because here's what we know: wins build beliefs. And when you hear what's working for others, it reminds you what's possible for you too. And so, would love to hear a win. And then just to remind everybody, we got Sue Meitner in the house, and excited to have her share about Lunch and Learns and what she's doing to have great success. And I'll introduce Sue here in just a few minutes. And so, all right, Krista, let's see who we're going to pick, not pick on, who we calling on. Michael Harris, 2 contracts this weekend totaling $1.2 million. Let's go, man.
Wow.
I
Great
like it,
job.
brother. Great job. All right, Joanne, I haven't talked to you in a while. Give me a win, girl. So I'm going to call on a couple of you. Tell
Good
us some good
morning. Good
news.
morning. So
Good.
I'm in Florida. Everybody knows because I've been reminding everybody for a month, and I have an appointment today with a new agent and an appointment tomorrow with a new agent. My
Love
goal
it.
this month, while I was down here, is still to maintain my agent base in Connecticut and to build down here in Florida. And I've met with a title company and now 2 agents. I have to head back home on Wednesday, so I don't have much more time, but
Yeah.
really working on making the calls, and I feel like I'm making great progress.
Hey, Joanne, isn't it amazing when you go into a new market and you know what to do? It's not like flying blind. It's like, hey, if I just get out and do these things, one, two, three, four, regardless of the market, regardless of the location, it just works.
It does. I mean, the market in Florida is very different than the market in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Connecticut, we have no houses and a ton of buyers. In Florida, we have a ton of houses and no buyers. But I'm just going in with positivity and, just telling them what I have and what I can do. And
Yeah.
I just know there's not loan officers doing that. They're
Yeah.
just not. So, that's my win. And we've had a
Yeah.
couple contracts. And I will say, the more transactions you do, it's very important to have that team, have that loan officer assistant, have that processor. We've had a couple of bumps in the road since I've been down here. So definitely time for me to head back and tighten up some things. But I'm excited about it because
Great
it's just
job.
because we're having a record month, and that's awesome. So
Hey, what's a record month for you?
well, we're closing 10, but
Yeah.
10 in January, I think it was 6 or 7 in February, 8 in March, and now 10 in April. I mean, those numbers are not, and I've added a bonus to my loan officer assistant where I'm paying him like per file,
Yeah.
which he wasn't expecting, which I think just kind of brought him to the next level of wanting to do more. So
Great job. Great
thank
job.
you.
Hey, I saw Sharon Wofford. Where you at, girl? Give us a win. You always got to win.
This weekend, I mean, this weekend was pretty busy. We got a couple of new contracts, and a lot of people that are refinancing are thinking, well, the rates are getting close enough to me, to where I need to be. So we're going to be jumping on that a lot.
Love it. So
Okay.
hey, what are you doing specifically to focus on the refis?
I'm just reaching out to the realtors. I mean, not to the realtors, to my days database,
Yeah.
past database. It's Monday. And then I've also got the CRM working for me now.
Oh,
So
good.
I'd say I got about 6 leads from that already.
Wow. And that's from just sending out emails to your past client database consistently each and every week.
Hmm.
That's great, man. Great job. All right. Anybody else? Let me see. Any other win? Come on, come on. I'm gonna call on who we calling on? One more. Connor. Come on, brother. Give me a quick win. I just want to hear you talk.
Hey,
There
good
you go.
morning, Steve. How are
Hey,
you?
good morning, brother.
I'll give you a win. I think whoever that was, Sharon, mentioned about refis. I was working a refi file last week, and I converted somebody 45 minutes before she was due to close with another company, and got her to close with us. So I was pretty happy about that.
Wow. So you talked to a refi client who was about to close with another lender and you were able to take her away.
45 minutes before she was due to close with that lender.
Okay, so what did you do?
I used my good wit and charm.
Let's go. She's sitting at the closing table and says, "Man, Connor,
I
you're gonna
mean, you
pull
met
me
me. You
away,
you know it's all good.
brother." Okay, no, really, what'd you do?
I just talked to her. We had a better deal and, established rapport and built trust and answered all her questions, allayed any of her fears. I was more transparent than the company that she was dealing with. And she just felt that she felt more comfortable working with us than she did with the other company.
Wow, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Keep
Way to
doing the
go,
work, brother.
Connor.
That's a big
Thank you.
deal.
If you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, listen, before we get into Sue, we're going to have Sue. I'm going to introduce her here in just a minute. I do want to do this. I'm doing a free masterclass on Wednesday. And so what I'm going to be talking about is how to close add 8 loans into your pipeline in the next 90 days. And really, if you're tired of riding a roller coaster every month, it's kind of a hit and miss. It's feast or famine. And you want consistency in closing more and being consistent in what you're doing. I'm going to break down the 5 steps we use to help loan officers close 8 loans in the next 90 days without cold calling or buying leads, totally free. Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Jen's going to drop in the chat. It's new MMA masterclass.com. Just register. It'll be a great class. So, um, hey, let's do this. Sue, we got a great friend and a great producer, great branch manager. She's an author, she's a speaker, she's on syndicated television. I mean, she's really doing some great things and happens to throw up a cool $6 million of production this month. And the branch she leads will fund 25 million this month. And so, Sue, we are so excited to have you. And today you're going to be talking about Lunch and Learns. Welcome, Sue
Super
Meitner.
excited to be here. Thanks everyone for having me. You guys
I
have
felt
it.
like I needed a drum roll. Come on, Sue
Yeah.
Meitner. Let's go. Hey, well, tell everybody who may not know who you are, just tell a little bit about yourself and a quick background, how
Yeah,
you got in
so
the
there's
business, how long.
at 54 years old, there's nothing quick about my background, but to make it really quick is I started out as a post closer back in the 90s, right out of college, worked my way up to owning my own independent mortgage banker in 2010. I started Centennial Lending Group. It grew super fast. In 2008, I merged with Success Mortgage Partners in 2018. And then I've been running the division and producing again and loving every minute of it.
Love it. Hey,
In
well, today
between, you
we're
can sprinkle podcast, book, syndicated TV, all that other good stuff in it because I
you like
like
to stay
to
busy.
do
I
fun
like it.
things. I'm fun.
Yeah. I love it a lot. Hey, well, and today what we're going to talk about is lunch and learns. Tell us
Right.
why you love lunch and learns. What is the secret sauce and what makes that
Yeah.
so special?
So when I owned Centennial from 2010 to 2018, I gave all my business to other originators within our company, and I didn't do any business. So in 2019, when I decided to get back into the business, I had to like really get in the and try, get in the business. After COVID, I wanted to, get out there, develop more relationships, meet more people. In 2000 and what are we in 25 and 24 and 25, I wanted to broaden my marketplace. So when do you get to break bread with people? During lunch and learn. So I started to a year ago, I started to have every month on, I think it's the third Wednesday of every month, a lunch and learn. Might be the second Wednesday, but a lunch and learn. We have it at the same restaurant that's not open during the week. They open up for me. It's a set menu that people can pick three things on it. Which one of the three things do you want? And it's a great restaurant, so people love to go there. And we get probably 10 to 20 people every lunch and learn,
Hey, so
and
Sue,
not all the same people.
so what you decided to do was do one to many, which allows you to get in front of multiple real estate agents consistently each and every month. So you
Correct.
decided to do a lunch and learn,
I got a question.
and it's consistent, the same second Wednesday of every month. And then you've got about, you said, up to upwards of 20 realtors that'll come.
Hey,
And
I got a
so
question
what,
for you, Sue. How do you get them to show up?
yeah.
So we
Wait. Two questions. How do you get them to show up? And is it the same 20 each month?
Mm.
So it's not the same 20 every month. I'd say it's the same 3 every month, which is really great. So it's not the same 20 every month. We put it out on Eventbrite. We put it out on all social media. Anyone can follow me and see what we're doing and copy it. I'm all about sharing and copying. You can follow me on Instagram at Sue Meitner, SUEMEITNER. So we actually blast it out. In addition to that, I take one of those Eventbrite little thumbprints, I guess I would call it, and I sit once the beginning of every month and I send it out to like every realtor via text. I also, when it hits Instagram, I send it out to every realtor, DM them in their inbox in my Instagram. And if they say I can't come, I reply, I hope to see you next time. Is there anything you would like us to present on?
Mm.
So I hope to see you next time. Is there anything you would like us to present on? Because then if they give me a topic, if we've done it before, I say, oh, we've done that before. Let me send you the information on that. Or we'll do that. I'll see you there. And bring friends. I always say bring friends.
So the old ask them what they want to learn and teach them that trick.
Yes.
So I like that. Hey, we got some great questions coming in. Like what are some do you have like a steady like 5 topics that you kind of do over and over, or is it like what's your go-to?
It's literally whatever they ask for. So if they ask for appraisers, I bring in an appraiser in. If they want to, if they want to know how they can save more money, I bring a wealth manager in. Last time we did it, we got a lot of people on. Um, we did the exactly what to say book. We also did how do you get the no to the yes in your prospect database. And oh, by the way, if you want to send us your prospects, we'll call them for you. So we laugh there saying to 10 to 20 people, send us your database and we'll call your prospects for you and get them to get set up a meeting with you. So we are constantly asking. We have social media marketing is a big one. How to start a podcast is another great one. Um, the basics of mortgage is a great one that everyone goes to. Just veteran loans, reverse mortgages, I mean, just how to the difference between conventional and FHA,
How,
acronym,
how often?
what's the definition of all the acronyms you have,
Yeah.
just things that the realtors don't want to say they don't know, but they don't know.
How often are you the presenter versus getting guest people to do all the heavy lifting for you?
Yeah, so I'd say I am the presenter 10 out of 12 times.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because I want them to know, like, trust and love me and
Mm.
want to do business with me.
yeah.
And we also started something this year that we didn't do last year is we have a binder that we give everyone. If they're new, they get a new binder, but if they're not new and they come repetitively or sporadically, they can bring their binder and we give them the material that's already three hole punched, so they can just put it in their binder with a tab so that they can always refer back to it.
And you do this once a month?
We do it
Yep.
once a month.
Once a month.
Hey,
Very
and
good.
Sue, who pays for the food? You pay for it or the
I
realtors?
pay for the food.
Okay.
Write small checks to cash big
Yeah.
checks.
Yeah,
Um,
so it's like less than five, it's like $500.
that's great.
And the marketing doesn't cost us anything. It's all free. So, that it's all us, the paper, we pay for the binders and the paper. So it all ends up to be a total of $500 to $600. But
Mm.
I'll give you an example. I had 5 realtors last time come from a group out of the 20 that were there 2 weeks ago that have never given me business before. Never. They left there and gave me 2 deals. The 2 deals combined were over 1.5 million, and they
Mhm.
close in May.
That's great. That is a great use of marketing dollars.
Steve, it goes back to like, and I know we don't do it for one loan, right?
Right, right.
But it just goes back to, I mean, on average, give or take, depending upon what area, and we're talking like $2,000, $3,000. So one
Yeah,
loan would pay for like 4 months,
yeah.
and you're in front of these agents. Hey, tell us, like, what does the follow up look like, Sue? How do they tend to follow up with you, or do you follow up with them, or is your team? Hey, and you know what? I don't know, and I apologize. I was a couple minutes late. I had an errand I had to run this morning. Um, how many units does your team uh close on, like, I don't know, on a
Yeah, we do anywhere from my division closes anywhere between 75 to 110 loans a month.
obviously this works, right?
I personally
Anything you're doing.
close anywhere from 8 to 20 loans a month.
Yeah, okay. So obviously this works. So you're getting loans from it. Tell us what the follow-up looks like.
So I'm all about a strategy and a follow-up. I do absolutely nothing unless it's all planned out with a strategy and a follow-up plan. So we connect with everyone who's been there through social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We also thank them by a written personal card saying thank you so much for coming. We hope you found value in what we were giving. If we can help you in any way, don't hesitate to give us a call. And then I follow up with them saying, is there another lunch? Thank you so much for coming to the Lunch and Learn. Is there
All right, come on,
another
let's go outside.
topic that you would like?
Mm.
Very
So
good.
you continue to get all of your topics just by asking, which
All
is
I do is ask.
and hey, talk about your handouts. You said you give them a binder. Is that just where you look at what you're presenting for the day and then put it in a handout format?
Yeah, so with regards to the one that we had of objection, how to overcome objections, we
Right.
actually scripted it out for them.
Oh, that's great.
What the objection was, what the script was, and then
Mm.
we actually tell them how we can help with that and how we instill what they're saying to the prospect, to the buyer, to the seller, so that we're constantly like, is your lender doing this?
Yeah.
Like, what are they
Yeah.
going to do? Give the script and teach their lender what to
Mm.
say?
Mhm.
So they're saying, well, my lenders, and we're always like, we love who you use. Like, you should use who you use. But if they're not doing what we do, we'd like to help you with what we do.
Mm.
Hey, and you know what I love,
Call
Carl
that.
and Sue, the first thing when you said, I don't know, 15, 20 show up every week, the next thought is, well, how do you make it bigger? But it seems like it's more impactful that it's consistently 15 to 20. See, our egos want it to be, let's fill a big room. But what you're talking about is creating a small environment that's intimate, consistent every month.
The restaurant is intimate, the
I
conversation
love
is
it. Love
intimate.
it.
I'm like on a date with 20 people,
Uh,
and I
hey, how
want
long?
them to
What
love
times it
me.
start? Like,
Hmm?
give us what times it start?
It starts at 12 and it goes
Okay.
until 1:30 or 2. We're out of there before 2 o'clock. And when we get out of there, what it says 12 to 2, but if we get out of there at 1:30, everyone's super happy. If we're done by 1, I usually talk for 45 minutes and then I sit down and eat lunch with them for 45 minutes. I
Mm.
mean, that's what I do. And then every quarter, I have a bigger event that about 100 people come to that is in addition to the lunch and learns. We're having one in May.
Hey,
Wow.
so I got a question for you. And gosh, I'd love to know when that is in May. I might I'm due for a Philly cheesesteak, so I might I'll
May
get
20th. It's called
I'll
CLG Day, just
get you
like a field day, a CLG day, and it's May 20th. And actually, we have some great speakers coming. But if you come, Carl, we would love to have you speak.
Oh, no. I want to learn from the master. Um Sharon Wolford asked a fantastic question. When's the call to action? So, like, when you do your events, is this just strictly a giving and sharing and bonding thing, or at the end, hey, if you'd like to talk to us more, like, is it the follow up when you do the call to action? What does that look like?
Yeah, so I always have a call to action throughout the entire process is a call to action. So if your lender is not doing something like this and you feel that I can help with one of your buyers, I'd love you to put them in touch with me. That's just the call to action. If your lender is not doing what we're doing, we'd love to help you. If you're not calling your prospects, we'd love to help you call your prospects. So feel free to give them to us. We have a system and process in place that delivers results time and time and time again. Like it's just conversation. It's the call to action is constantly during the conversation. And if you are on my Instagram at all, I have call to actions all the time, and my call to actions are very low key. I'm not a pushy salesperson in any way, shape, or form. If you want to do business with me or you want to work with me, you want to.
Hey Sue, what if somebody listening today wanted to start doing a lunch and learn? What would you encourage them to do to host their first one?
Yeah, so the first thing I would do is I would go to a restaurant and say, "Hi, do you have a place for a quiet place for me to have 10 to 20 people, a limited menu, and are you gonna can you give me a deal on it?" And it's, guaranteed business once a month. And then I would find the place that everyone wants to go to, like get the place that people like. And then I would start to figure out topic. I would ask chat, what topic can I do for realtors that would get the most butts in the seats? And they'd be like, oh my God, Sue, you're amazing question that you're asking me this. The best thing that you can do is give the basics. Tell them how they can get more buyers, how they can get more listings. And the first thing to do with that would be to talk about how to structure, how to call their past client database. Well, let's teach the realtors. We do it all day long. We get told to call our past client database. Teach what you're being taught. Call
Hmm.
your past client database. And then I would put one page of how to do it, one page with a script, and I would give it to them and I would see how many people come. And then before they leave, I would say, if you guys like this, please don't, and you don't want to do it, please don't hesitate to give your prospects to us. We have a system and process in place. We have a caller who can call your people. But what else would you like to hear about? Appraisals, VA loans, reverse mortgages, and give them some topics. And when they seem excited about the topic, that's the next one you have to do. And then you have to say, can you bring people to that? I had someone who asked to do a topic, and I can't remember what the topic was. And I said, if I do this topic, her name was Stephanie, will you guarantee that y'all are going to bring your entire office to it? And she brought her entire office of 20 people I had never met.
Mm.
I had
Love it.
her sending out invites for me.
Hey, Sue,
Yeah, that's awesome.
Lisa just asked a great question, and I was wondering that same thing, Lisa. Um, are these classes CE related or just, that's always been my favorite too. 'Cause I've always thought if it's a CE, they have to be there.
Yeah.
The non-CE, they want to be there and you get a different person.
And
So,
realtors are dying for value right now, and they're dying for connection.
Mm.
Like I mean, I know we all ask people to go out for coffee, but when was the last time somebody said, let's go out to lunch and I'm gonna pay for your lunch. And I also give them, that just jogged something in my head. I also give them a little packet. I wish I had it. I'm gonna text somebody. It's a little see-through packet. It has like my poker chips. It has a little booklet. It has some pens, like a little open house, like to go for you, but it's like a little favor that they get so that I'm on their desk 10 times. I want them to go throw it on their desk and be like, "Where's that girl? Oh, here's her pen." Yeah, with cards, poker chips, everything so that they have it.
Love that.
wow. How long you been doing this?
I got into mortgage in 1992 when my dad bribed me home from Virginia after I graduated from school down there, because he didn't think that me being a manager at the Gap was making any money or had a career. So, but I learned so much there. I just spent a lot on clothing. And so I came home and he got me a job, or I got myself a job with a friend of his at a mortgage company, and he hired a 50-year-old post closer and a 20 something who knew nothing about closing. I can say a 50 something since I'm 50 something now, and said whoever post closes the most loans, and this, we were all paper back in the 90s, so we had to stack everything. So whoever post closes the most loans in the next 90 days gets to keep their job.
Hmm.
And I became a post closer, and then I became a processor, and then I became an underwriter, and then I became a loan officer in the 90s when they were giving out like pink slips to everyone. They said, "Sue, you always wanted to be a loan officer. Now go out and be a loan officer." And I said, "Oh, great. What's my salary for that?" And they said, "Nothing." So, and then I was like, "Okay, I guess I'm going to be a loan officer." That was in 2000 and I don't know, no, that was in 1990. I'm dating myself. That was in 1996.
Yeah.
And I went out and became a loan officer and never looked back.
Mm.
Became a top loan officer, then a manager, then, CEO of Centennial, and now
See, it's just a
now me.
classic, and I hope you know what I'm saying when I say this, Sue. It's a classic small town girl does good,
Mhm.
story. And again, she's in Philly. It's not small town, but
Yeah, so I love my community, and I remember when my kids were little that we'd like go to a carnival, and I'd have given everyone in the town lots of mortgages, and and my kids were always like, "Mom, are you famous or something? Why does everyone talk to you?" And I'm not. I gave people mortgages for their house, and I just loved on them, and I love that I'm the girl that people come to for mortgages.
hey,
So it's just the
we're,
way it is.
we're coming close top of the hour, man. I'm going to get you on the podcast, and we're going to talk about this episode some more. And I'm gonna slide in there before Steve had a chance to ask you. Uh, so, uh, hey, if somebody has I don't know how we can do it. If somebody has a question or anything, is there a way they can get in contact with you?
Yeah, well, I'm an open door. I mean, people can always reach me on Instagram at Sue Meitner, Meitner. But you can also, anyone can call me, Google me. They can get my cell number. My cell is 215-704-9797. I literally am an open book. Anything I put on social, swipe. You guys are amazing. Carl and Steve are amazing. And I just am so blessed and grateful to know you guys.
Love it. Man, this is great. I mean, it's what?
It went so fast. How did
Can
that
I ask a
happen?
quick
Yeah.
So who's
question?
on the
What do
rest
you
of the week?
call your what do you call it?
What do you call the lunch and learn? So
Yeah.
I put it through chat. How can I get the most catching lunch and learn title for the cost of waiting?
No,
And
no. I think she's asking, do you call it like a mastermind with
Is
Sue,
it
or is it?
Sue's keys to success? Like, how do we find it,
Oh,
right? If we don't want to
oh,
bother
for
you too
what?
much.
Oh,
So like,
yes.
how do we see your posts and things to catch it? Like,
Oh,
oh, this is what you're doing.
it's just at Sue Meitner. We post everything about the lunch and learns, about the CLG days. We post everything on at Sue Meitner on Instagram. It's my personal Instagram page. So uh, we have an imprint for women buying houses that's called Keys to Her Kingdom. And either one you can do either one, but everything's on Sue Meitner.
Love that. Hey, and
The
also,
lunch and learn is called what though? Like, what's it called?
The lunch and learns just called Sue Lunch and Learns with the Sue,
Okay,
and then the
that
topic.
okay, perfect.
there you go.
That's all I was
And
just.
Stu, again, uh, just maybe to make sure you want to do this. Somebody's saying, "Hey, could you put your number in the chat?" I don't know if you
Yeah,
can.
it's fine. They can text me, but just text me. I don't answer my phone very often.
Working off of the tech. So,
Hey, and if anybody wants to know, we have a whole section inside the marketing animals on step by step how to have an effective lunch and learn. And so, Jen, drop in the chat if you want to jump on a call with the team. We'll walk you through how to set up your lunch and learn. Pick the day, pick the time, title it. But that's at dailysuccessplan.com. So if you want help with that, just jump on a call and we'll help you with it. So.
And I also told Steve earlier, Carl, I'll send my topics of lunch and learns and the process to you guys, and you can distribute it as you see fit.
perfect. Sounds
We
good.
would love that.
So,
Well, Sue,
Philadelphia,
thank you.
huh?
Yeah. Carl,
Poker
wrap
chips
us
are
up.
1-800 poker chips.
Huh. Hey, one last question. Um, so like when I do these, like for real estate agents, and when they're free, right? Sometimes they are and sometimes not, but when they're free, we get about 50% to show up. And so like if I want like say 15 to be in the room, which I love that number, 10, 15, 20, yeah, I love that. Or 8, something like that. But if I want here, let's use an easy number. If I want 10, I need 20 to say they're coming, and then
Yes.
10 to end up coming. Is that about what you get to? Is that kind of
So I think there's a 33% no show rate.
okay?
So and that's what we have found. So I'm constantly want to get to 25 to have 15 to 20. But hey, if I have one person show up, and I've had one person show up, amazing. I'm gonna say, hey, do you want a glass of wine? Like literally, do you want to
We're
sit
gonna
and
have a
have a
little more fun
conversation? Like
today.
it's great. Great.
I love
Oh,
that.
that's great.
I know my first I'm not going to tell the story here, but my first three Zoom meet back then it was GoToWebinar. So my first three GoToWebinar meetings, like nobody showed up to number
Mm-hmm.
one, number two,
Mm-hmm.
number three. For I was inviting real estate agents. I had 0 people show up, three, and I just kept doing it. And Sue, I'm sure you've had the same thing. You
Same
had one,
thing.
no big deal. Let's just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you,
Yeah,
Sue.
and I am an instant gratification girl. Like I want it and I wanted it yesterday. Like I want to go to the place that's going to deliver my furniture in 3 days.
Yeah.
So, but that's not what mortgage is. Mortgage is not instant gratification. So the universe and God has taught me patience. And there's a reason that one or two or three people might show up is because you need to love on those people at that time. And that's the way I see it. I mean, I can next time I have it might only have two, but that just means that I need to love on them even more.
Love it. All right, guys, we're at the top of the hour. Thank you, Sue. What a great, thank you for spending time with us. And
Thank you.
let's do this. Let's have somebody share with us what we're doing today as we get out the door.
And one last thing.
Yeah.
So everybody go on the Facebook group page and say, "But Frank's not here, right? Frank's on
Yes.
vacation. We need a little FOMO going here." So go on there. Holy cow, absolutely amazing class. Can't wait till she's on again or something like that. Just let's give Frank a little FOMO and what an awesome job Steve did on
He's going to be wanting to watch it back. Or like,
yeah,
can
yeah,
you
yeah.
believe what Carl did?
We'll take off the recording or something like that.
Yeah.
So go help us do some FOMO. So what are we doing today, Steve? Today's Monday.
Kelly, Corey, tell us what we're doing today. Come on, I see you.
Today is Thor's Hammer.
Let's talk about it.
We're calling all of our current clients or current agents that we're working with that are qualified and talking to them, make sure we can help them out. And then going down the Focus 40.
I love it. I love it.
Just
Carl,
yeah,
anything to add?
making connections. So
That's
no,
it.
it's a hard act to follow. Again, thanks so much. We'll definitely have you on some more. I love your vibe. I love your energy, and I love your focus, and you inspire me. Good stuff. So good topic.
All right, everybody. Let's get out of here. All right, hold on. Let's figure this out. There we go. There we go. We'll
Have
do
a
this
good
one
day,
going out.
everyone.
The music rocked. Like, it was incredible. Where do you find it?
Something going out. I mean, I could push the go button. Like, let's go. Thank you, Sue.
Happy Monday.
All right, everybody, get out. Have a great day. Remember, consistency is the key. Take massive action in every phone call, every activity. Ask for the business. See ya.
Everybody, have a great day.